very shortly, and the bidding has made it a really good and dynamic process tonight.
So there's plenty of options for what they might be doing.
Yeah, I think West Coast are in desperate need of a midfielder.
Lots, as you mentioned at the top of the show tonight, expect the unexpected.
There's 14 people from clubs that are at Marvel Stadium tonight. There's real discipline within the group as to who's going to make the final call.
Yeah, nervous, just trying to be here, stay present, but yeah, obviously get the thoughts in the back of your head.
I'm feeling anxious, very excited. We waited a long time for this moment. الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. I'm reciting what needs to be said. However, if there's something I want to ask God, when I put my head on the floor, like I'll ask God, allow me to get picked tonight. I'll be asking for Him to help me tonight and hopefully get my name read out.
And to the players, this is just the beginning. Your new clubs will give you every opportunity to succeed. The coaching, the care, the belief.
You'd like to think they've probably started to pencil in the home wings.
الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح
لكم دينكم ولي دين الله أكبر.
There are 5 daily prayers. We make sure to always complete those prayers before the day ends, which keeps us motivated, keeps us in line, keeps us scheduled. It's good to have a feeling of you completed your prayer and you've given time to God, and then He'll give time to you and reward you.
Allahu Akbar. It's better we pray together like that, 100%.
Yeah, it's good to be together. You get more rewards praying together anyway. I'm Sweid.
Yeah, it's Hussy. Yeah.
Hussy and Sweid. Yeah, I think
that's what they was, Hussy and Sweid.
My earliest memory of football would have been in under-10s at Hatfield Football Club. I think I ran about 30 metres without bouncing. I had an open goal and I forgot to bounce. And I just got flamed at by my coach. I used to love just having fun. I started at the age of 6 years old. It's kept me from going out on the streets. It just keeps you away from things that you shouldn't be doing at a young age. So yeah, I was a very energised kid. So yeah, I think that's just a part of who I am.
He loves the footy, and he make me love the footy too. The good thing, because it's only in Australia, I like it. So that's our rules, that's Aussie rules. That's his dream, actually. He's been working hard all his life.
So how are you feeling, Huss?
Excited.
Nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. Don't get nervous. Full game, so it's all right.
Adam and Huss both play for Calder Cannons in the best under-18 competition in the country.
I think it was probably when I was 7 or 8. My mum took me to watch my 2 older cousins play for Hatfield. Seeing your older cousins do the thing you love and you just want to be like them, yeah, it just made me so happy and I just felt so good being out with them.
So the first memory of us seeing each other, to start off, I think we've played each other maybe over 15 times in local footy and I've never heard him talk on the ground.
When I was a bit young, I was a bit shy. Because we were only 2 Muslims, Arabs in it, it was just like we gravitated to each other.
Might have a chance here. Sweid getting involved. He's had a good start to the season.
For 3 in the first quarter. Achkar, he's dominating.
I think when they're together on the footy, I think they're unstoppable together. Seeing my son out there with his best mate, kicking goals, hopefully getting drafted together, it's been pretty special.
Professional recruiters are always watching. At the end of the season, AFL clubs will draft only 60 players.
Calder looking really dangerous here. Great work here, Achkar. Got it.
It's Achkar.
Achkar, yeah.
Not Achkar.
No, Achkar.
He wanted to change his surname to Saad, but I couldn't. He would let me. Huss loved footy when he was probably maybe 3, 4 years old. I loved footy. I grew up in a family that loved footy as well.
The way he uses the ball, especially, he's never lost his opportunity. He's always pass it to someone, try to make goal. I love him the way he plays.
that 2 hours, I forget about everything. I just don't care what I'm doing as long as I'm playing footy. Everything about it, the running, the tackling, the sprinting, the talking, the celebrating. It's just the best feeling when you're on the ground.
Yeah, I wanted to play. Back then, I don't think there was AFLW back then. But my mum wouldn't let me play because it wasn't a girl sport, so that was out of the question.
She put me in footy, she taught me how to kick my first footy. And yeah, like she knows everything about the game. Like we had recruiters come over and she was telling them what they should look at and that, and then they're like, they just come work for us. So yeah, she loves it. So I know where she is every game and when she's sitting. So yeah, I do look out for her.
Yeah, he loves footy always. When he was 5 years old, the ball in his hand.
Like watching TV, he'll be just doing that the whole time. He always had a footy ball in his hand. Every year he was getting stronger and stronger, and I used to tell him, don't give up. Oh, we lost every game. Like, it doesn't matter, you're still young, you'll get there. And he just started shining.
Adam Sweid, beautiful ball user, having a fantastic year.
I didn't know nothing about footy.
Like, he was just like, go put him in soccer, because he loves soccer. His whole family loves soccer. I'm like, I love footy, because I'm a footy girl. He loves it now, yeah.
My dad's a very quiet person. Like, he doesn't like to communicate with others. He can watch the game by himself sometimes, and he's just keeping an eye on me. Before the game, I have a peek on where my dad might be, and my dad likes to move around a lot, so it gets me mad sometimes, because I love to know where he is before every quarter.
He looks for you at the start of every game.
He does.
To know where you are.
No. He never said that to me.
Because he comes from work 4 a.m, and sometimes he's got games at 10 o'clock, and he knows he's tired. He'll get up. He doesn't care if he slept for 1 hour. He's got to be there.
He know I'm always behind him. I'll protect him 100%.
My dad's brought me up to be a tough kid. But when I break a tackle, I make sure I hope my dad saw that, because I always want to look tough around my dad.
Yes, I do. I expect him to be tough, yeah. It's AFL, it's footy, it's tough. You need to be tough. You can't be soft. Like, if you're soft, don't go there, man. Every time I see him, actually, he's my heart. I love him.
Adam is finishing public high school at an Islamic sports college founded by ex-AFL champion Bachar Houli. Huss has finished his schooling, so he works at the college as part of Bachar's football academy.
You're 11 to 12, so I come. Morning. So we've got HP, a bit different today. We're going to start off with strength and then we'll move on to running.
Let's go, boys, quick transition, come on.
So I head up the Bachar Houli Foundation programs nationally and our high performance programs as well. So I lead it from the school perspective and also from the foundation. You know, we've grown from 25 students to nearly 80, 90, and next year we'll grow to even 120, 125. So a lot of these students were either trying to become athletes, or the classroom model of sitting down for 9 till 3 p.m. probably doesn't suit them. So we tailor-make our program, get them out of class as much as we can, but it's still education. Someone like Adam, we make sure that, you know, we're getting him ready to play each week. We make sure his program is tailor-made for him, trying to get him the best shape possible to prepare and train well and to be able to play well, really, to get him drafted.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. How you been?
Good, really good, thank you.
School pauses for the state premier, here to pledge more funding. In football retirement, Bachar Houli's vision is now being realised.
The reality is I was a proud Muslim that loves the game of football ever since I was a young kid, and you know, I got that opportunity to represent my community at the highest level, proudly. My parents kind of put it down to sport was that thing that would drive them away from education. You know, I wanted to start playing at a local club. They weren't super supportive of that because of that reason. Taking him on that came to this country to give us good education.
I have my next kickboxing fight this weekend, actually.
Every page memorised.
Goodness me.
Wow. What about you, man?
I play soccer. Yeah?
I put myself into the young kids' shoes today. Even though a lot of the hard work's done for them, you know, we've paved the path for them. We've gone out and educated mainstream about who we are as people, and also not, you know, educated, but shown people who we are, who are true colours, who we are truly.
Long way from goal. Good mark.
But I think when Bachar started to get in, I think more eyes started to open for the parents, like a Muslim can actually make the AFL.
I think family is so important when it comes to getting to that level. Obviously, the way Bachar did it, without his parents knowing, like it's a lot of risks. But when he did it, like I said, like it shows how much family you need. Because as soon as his family knew that he can do it, they just supported him to the end. And I think if you look back at me and Hussy, like I can speak for Huss. Without Huss's mum, Huss doesn't get to this position. Without my mum and dad's support, I don't get to this position.
Huss and Adam get selected for the National Championships. But Huss is injured and needs some rehabilitation.
You've got to have bumps along the way to get stronger. We've never had an injury, like never. So I picked him up, took him straight to the X-ray. It was clear that was no fracture, nothing, but it was sprained. But he had to heal, so. But it was really hard, it was.
Bachar Houli was telling us when he was 18, the first thing he was going to do when he got his license was he was going to go to the mosque every morning. So I think I took that on, and I said as soon as I get my license, which I failed twice. Sometimes you just want to sleep in, and then once you're at the mosque, you just feel alive, and it just sets up your day. Yeah, I think it's like a relief. Like your mind is just on praying, and you're just in that moment. Like you forget about everything, and you're in that moment just praying. Yeah, and it just feels so good.
So my main role is to advise these young youth into how to shape their Islamic identity as Australian Muslims, alongside with their sporting career. So we're trying to provide solutions where they can gather both worlds together. What does friendship mean to you guys? What is the value of a friend in your life? Observing the 5 prayers a day teaches a Muslim how to be disciplined, which I believe would be a crucial thing to have as a football player, to be punctual, to have discipline, to commit. And I see that both in Adam and Huss.
A friend that is there for you in the good and bad times, and a friend that wants to see you achieve your dreams alongside of bringing you closer to your deen.
Yeah, I usually go mosque and straight to the gym, and I'll see Saidi there as well. Like you get everything out, do the hard work in the morning.
I was the first Egyptian to get drafted. Played at the Saints, and my time was up, and I was lucky enough to get a job with the Bachar Houli Foundation.
Comes back, step by Saad, gathers, thought about the bounce around the corner. This would be lively.
Faith is something pretty important to me, my family, and to be able to represent our community and my religion when I got drafted was pretty special. And so Hussy and Adam obviously were those 2 players amongst a few others that we knew were going to be with us long term. So we actually focused on a long-term plan. So we made sure that, we developed their program accordingly and then put the right resources around them. It's funny, a lot of the boys, even our staff, have a bit of a laugh because they know that Huss has been my favourite ever since he's young. He's just a top kid. He used to go for the Saints. I was his favourite player when I was playing. So it's a full circle moment. So obviously become an AFL player, it's not just about the talent on field, it's the dedication, it's the resilience, the hard work, and Adam and Huss both have that. So it's what are you doing more than the competition.
I was doing a school-based apprenticeship, plumbing with my father. Yeah, I was doing it for like a year, but I just didn't really enjoy it. So I just landed a job here, which is pretty good, and so I just help out make the high performance. So 3 here, 3 times a week.
3, 2, 1, go hard, push. Good boys.
Last season, Adam faced his biggest challenge, a full knee reconstruction.
In reality, I was aware that this could possibly stuff up my future. And I think the year after, when I was doing my rehab and I was seeing how well Hussy was doing, but I just knew that God had a different story for me. It was just about staying positive, staying calm. I knew I was going to have a tough time, but I had good people around me. I just never looked back.
Both players are now fully fit for the National Championships, featuring more than 130 draft hopefuls.
Well, this is Vic Metro's first game of the championship. Players contending with some really tricky conditions.
Huss is a forward, To impress recruiters, he needs to kick multiple goals. As a midfielder, Adam's role is to set up the play with precise kicks and handballs. 20 of these possessions would represent an excellent game.
Inboard ball, that's smart footy and the mark's taken. Rolling around now, who is Achkar, and he's hit the post.
Sweid, he can't break through the traffic. Everything's going South Australia's way at the moment.
What can Achkar do here? Just hasn't been his day in front of the big sticks. And it's close. Oh, gee whiz, he's kicked 0-4. That's when you know it's not your day.
A chance for Vic Metro through the traffic, and Achkar lays a strong tackle and he's going to be rewarded. Good mark over the top, Sweid at full stretch. Players going up, the fly out the back. Achkar pulls it back. Is this a crucial goal for Vic Metro? It is.
Smart little coming forward, isn't he?
If he keeps on going, I reckon AFL recruiters will have a good eye on him come the draft.
So we are inside the final minute. And that's a goal. That is outstanding.
Loving the work from Adam Sweid from Vic Metro.
And that's a beautiful tackle.
Yeah, what a game.
Achkar kicks a wonderful goal. It is raining goals. That is Adam Sweid again. Adam Sweid has now got 4 goals.
Oh, I don't think it ever stops. I mean, we're looking to improve our list all the time. And I remind the players all the time what a privilege it is to play AFL footy, full stop.
Adam and Huss train every week with AFL club Essendon as part of a multicultural academy.
And both our dads have been from Lebanon, so yeah, we're classified as NGA for the Bombers, and yeah, they've given us so much. It's like sort of a head start for the boys in our draft. Like, we know what to expect when we go into like an AFL system.
We've been working with Adam and Huss for multiple years now since they've been a part of our NGA programs and pathways, and they've shown tremendous development and growth over the last few years with what they're doing, maturity levels. So yeah, it's been a real privilege to work with them.
When you're watching the Essendon, because we trained with them, we almost feel like they're our teammates.
We both went to Anzac Day. They were doing the ceremony of like the national anthem and the trumpets, and we were both sitting there and just looked at each other and we just both got goosebumps and like, hopefully we could be there one day.
You've seen a lot of games here at RSCA Park over the years. There's been a lot of wind tunnels, but today is perfect conditions, isn't it?
It is. It's a little bit chilly, but I think that's the perfect conditions for footy.
More than half of the players drafted to the AFL traditionally come from Victoria. So the game between Metropolitan and Country is their biggest audition.
Going into the Vic Country, Vic Metro game, I think me and Huss's mindset was always strong. Because of the pressure, because I knew how important it was, that's probably the most focused I've ever been going into a game. Because I think the more pressure there is, it makes me more hungry. I think it is a strength with our mindset because not many people can fall back into something.
3-on-1 here in favour of Vic Country. Kick almost intercepted by Sweid, who off balance used that right foot superbly.
I believe being close into your religion makes you just feel at peace. Obviously, you always have something to go back to, and it's more of a spiritual thing.
That's the Sweid, who's so good at finding space and congestion. Achkar, one of the most exciting prospects in this year's draft.
Before every time the ball goes up, I always read this paragraph/surah from the Quran.
Can you remember it now?
I actually forgot it.
Can you help him?
I can say it's Allahu la ilaha illa huwal qayyum
لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما يدين وما خلفهم. I think it protects you from everything, and I want to be protected.
Inside 50, Achkar takes the mark, snaps, goals. He is a serious energiser bunny inside that 50. It all gets pretty real for these guys as they tick towards the back end of the year. The draft coming up in late November.
Hey, thank you.
It's the week of the AFL Grand Final. The Bachar Houli Academy uses this time for a training camp and tryouts.
Our first initial program started in 2012, and to be honest with you, it was back of an envelope and just get kids in and roll some footies out and see if we can improve some talent.
Yellow! Got to be clean, no big wings, it's no wings.
Yeah, Huss and Adam and amazing stories, and I remember both of them coming in our junior program, very raw, and they went to low socioeconomic schools. They didn't have the resources around them.
So if you feel like you want to go a little bit harder, go a little bit harder. If you feel like you need to tone it down a little bit, tone it down. But do not compromise your skills and standards and voice and energy. All right, let's go.
Go, boys!
That's the number now.
الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر.
There are less than 24 hours until the 2025 AFL Grand Final.
It is like Christmas Eve here at the MCG. It's set to be a massive weekend.
Grand Final Eve is a public holiday. Across the other side of the city, the entire squad is preparing to play an exhibition game against a First Nations academy.
Bringing these both teams together is a great opportunity for exposure and give them the platform to showcase their skills. From remote communities, indigenous kids that haven't been to a big city life, and you look at Muslim kids in the AFL, there aren't that many. The whole lot is making them feel like they do belong in all places and all spaces.
Man up, get up, somebody get it on please.
There are no more matches to play, but training continues for the AFL's pre-draft athletic testing.
How's your legs, both of you, from yesterday's running? Sore? Let's skip the acceleration. We did a few there anyway. We'll go straight into this, but let's make sure it's dynamic. So at least you get your acceleration sprints out in these efforts. All our sessions, we focus on speed and agility. So really, everything we've been doing over the last year or so is actually going to help them improve their agility time, their speed time. So when they do the test, they're actually comfortable with the movements that they have to do. Come on, boys. Been doing this for 5 years now. Even Aisha's laughing.
Honestly, I love watching him train. I used to go to every Calder Cannons training last year in the show. So he got his license, which I didn't want him to get. I was praying that he wouldn't get him, which he did.
It's close, They've done very well so far to compose themselves overall. Sweid, much better. Good boy. They're trying to get drafted. They've got to showcase their athletic attributes in 2 weeks' time, and it's hard because it is at the end of the year, but at the same time, you've got to do it, and there's another 200-300 kids that would wish they'd be in their position. In and out, in and out, in and out, quicker. Yes, good rhythm.
Sad the season's over. Well, I was happy it's over, but just you miss footy already, like watching some local games last week, you just miss it already. I'm just happy now we just got like me and Adam to train for the draft combine that's happened in a few weeks. And yeah, just excited to train with my brother and hopefully smash the combine.
Now it's just up to us to put the work in.
The first test is a 2-kilometre time trial.
I think the hype around the draft is growing year on year. The combine's another exciting element, so building the combine and seeing how these athletes really compare to other athletes around the world and in the current competition.
Going into before the combine, we have such a strong mindset when it comes to everything happens for a reason, but for some reason with the 2-kilometre hit, we just had that much panic.
Adam's excelled this year. He came from relative obscurity. He's really excelled at Coates Talent League level. His ability to find the ball's been exceptional. His work rate's really shone and he's just so tough. Overall, just an exceptional year. Adam's touted as a top 25 chance.
I think the one that's always at the back of your mind is a 2K. It's just 7 minutes of like hell, basically.
Huss has been on the radar a little longer than Adam, and he's really followed through on an excellent bottom age campaign. This year he led Calder's goal kicking with 28 majors. Huss is probably a top 40 chance. It's extremely hard to be drafted. There are some extraordinary footballers that don't get drafted each year.
The AFL Combine also tests for speed, power and agility.
So we do these tests to get an understanding of their physical capacities, obviously sprinting, jumping, change of direction, just to give clubs a better understanding of where each player sits. Clubs use the results in a range of ways. They use it to get an understanding of athletes that they've targeted, to understand what they're lacking, what their strengths are, whether that fits their list profile, what they're looking for.
Pretty disappointed with the result I just got, but however it's all about learning and moving on. Obviously you can see that I'm not happy, but it's in about 2 minutes I'll move on and I'll be happy. Like it's all about the present and future. Life's a test. Like no one has life perfect, like as we just saw from here. So yeah, it's all about going back to God and thank Him for like just being here. Like not many people get to be in this position I'm in currently.
I'm a bit flat. Obviously didn't test the way I wanted to test, but we move on. Now we've got a bit of a break, and yeah, you just got to keep working. But yeah, it's good opportunity. Gave it my all, and yeah, happy to be finished.
Churras, barbecue or footy?
Barbecue. Bafar.
على الباربيكيو طبعا بس الواحد يشوف على المنظر والبربكيو.
Every time you'd ask him when he's a young kid, what do you want to be? He'll say to me, I want to be an AFL player. But you got to have backup. Adam's like, nah, I'm going to be an AFL player.
Mate, you wouldn't get nervous at all?
I won't get nervous. I'll miss you if you go interstate, but I'm not nervous about you, like in general. But I know you're a man.
I can live by myself?
You can live by yourself, yeah, why not?
Must have cooking shit.
I'm not nervous.
But whatever it is, I'm supportive.
Wherever he's going to be, he's a man, he's 18 years old. I went to the army when I was 18 years old. It's way easier, army or footy.
Pick one.
Me? Inshallah, pick two.
How about if you move interstate? How would you feel? Living by yourself, cooking, cleaning?
Yeah, be happy.
Hang the clothes. I'll miss the family.
Yeah.
Adventure, have to mature.
Would you get a girlfriend straight away, or?
That's a real question.
How about you interstate? What would you do?
I'll download Uber Eats.
I know how to make eggs.
As long as he's happy, I'm happy.
Look at you. Yeah.
We want him to be an AFL footy player. As a dad, I always need the good thing for my kids.
I'm very excited.
Very excited, and we're waiting for the day.
First paycheck. It'll go on myself, I think.
Children,
What?
first paycheck for us.
It's a holiday.
It's not enough.
Are we all going on a family holiday?
Oh, shoes and clothes.
To see him where he is now, it's amazing. Whatever happens, I'm happy and we support him and we're all the way. Proud of him.
What if you see negative comments?
I really see negative comment.
But what are your thoughts?
I think we should deactivate accounts.
I'm playing for Collingwood. He's playing for SN. Grand final. I have a shot at goal for the siren. Would you want me to miss it?
Yeah, 100%.
No. You don't want me to miss?
But if you could do little one, be happy. You are 100%, yeah.
If you gigs, you'd be happy.
You're like my son, yeah, and Hustle, you are like my son. I consider you as my son, Adam.
The draft is being held over 2 nights, and Adam and Huss will watch on television.
Oh, I truly don't know. I'm pretty clueless at the moment. I know just as much as you guys. I'm hoping to get called out in the top 30, obviously, to go first round.
They came over 2 days ago, and I just said to him 4 years ago or 5 years ago, when we were talking about your goals and where you want to get to, we were just saying we hope that, you know, you get an opportunity to get drafted. Now we're thinking about which club and when we're going to go first night, second night.
I just spoke to my manager and he said more likely tomorrow than today.
With pick 8, Richmond Select, Samuel Grill.
What the fuck?
Pick 13, Essendon Select, Dyson Sharp from Central District.
It is. I need him to go early.
With pick 18, the Gold Coast Select, Bo Addensul from the Gold Coast Suns Academy and the Burleigh. With pick 23, Hawthorn Select, Aidan Schubert from Central Districts.
There are concerns Adam has been overlooked for the first round. Only 2 picks remain.
With pick 24, Geelong Select, Harley Barker from Sturt and the Mount Barker Football Club.
There is a bid pending, so
one more bid.
The marathon round 1 continues.
Yeah, well, there's a number of players around this pick that there could be a bid on. Tyler Williams, the West Coast Eagles Academy, and Adam Sweid as well.
So we look there at the Fremantle Dockers room and just wait and see.
With pick 25, Fremantle Select, Adam Sweid.
Yeah, I was shitting myself. Felt like time stopped. I knew that my spot was there, but like just to hear my name, mate, it almost felt fake. I think I got to rewatch to see how it looked. I'm living out my dream. Just got to work hard. Now it's Hussey's turn tomorrow. Hopefully he'll get.
I feel like he's maybe the most happiest mother in the world. The proudest mum.
Adam's new club is 3,500 kilometres away. He will sign a 2-year contract worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Now I know what everyone was asking me, you nervous or not? Last 10 minutes I was nervous, I have to admit it. That's his dream done. Good luck to him in the future. Alhamdulillah.
Journey starts now, mate. Journey starts.
Daddy, where are you? Who's Adam Sweid?
I'm just looking at the father, and I just picture my father 20 years ago, speechless.
Joe got squashed hard on, man. Joe was like a pancake.
And
mate.
Yeah, mate.
How's that?
Good club, mate.
Thank you.
It's for you.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity, man. I'll see you.
You deserved it, mate.
This is where I want to be.
1, 2, 3, go for it!
So the AFL draft annually comes around, a generation of young men.
Their lives are about to change.
They know.
They know it's about to happen.
And it also is tinged. You know, there are a lot of young men tonight who will miss out on this opportunity.
Only 35 more players will be selected.
Yeah, I woke up pretty anxious, very nervous, but yeah, excited. See what happens, and yeah, just got to keep waiting to get picked by any team. But yeah, if I'm one of a team, I think I want the Bombers. Being there, trained there all year, we always leave it to God. It's what's written. So if I'm not meant to make it, I'm not meant to make it. If I'm meant to go tonight, I'm meant to go. So whatever he has planned for us tonight, yeah, we just got to wait in a couple of hours and see what happens.
Yeah, very nervous, very nervous. So went to work today. I wasn't happy today at work from the nerves, but it is what it is. I was there every step of the way since he was 7. If he does, he's finally made his dream come to a reality. But for me, and I think I'll be speechless, in tears.
With pick 27, Western Bulldogs have selected Louis Emmett. With pick 28, the Gold Coast Suns have selected Avery Thomas. With pick 31, Richmond have selected Zane Piker. With pick 36, Essendon have selected Max Kondogiannis from the Oakley Chargers and Kew Rovers Football Club.
Huss's chances of being drafted are dwindling.
With pick 41, St Kilda have selected Charlie Banfield from Claremont and the Swanbourne Junior Football Club.
That's West Coast.
You know, get selected.
You got this. Go pray, make dua, go run. You got this.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين
آمين.
إنه كان توابا الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Tigers are going to be able to do with the breadth of young talent that they brought in the 2024 draft.
With pick 52, St Kilda have matched the bid for Kai Fincher from the Sandringham Dragons and East Brighton Vampires Junior Football Club.
They got another one. They've got another one.
We're back to another bid, I believe.
With pick 53, Essendon have matched the bid for Hussein Al Achkar from Calder Cannons.
You did it, man. You did it.
That's it.
I actually didn't even hear my name, so all I saw was Essendon, and I think I knew it was going to be me, so yeah, I was just a surreal moment.
Yeah, it was very hard to watch.
Huss will also receive a 2-year contract with a 6-figure salary. Essendon Football Club is a 15-minute drive from his family home.
I wanted to go to the Bombers. I think that was my first preference. And yeah, so happy to end up there. Still, there's a long way to go. This journey starts now, so yeah, I'm so happy.
Give it up for Huss.
I'm really happy for him and proud of him. And I thought, nah, no more, because it's too late. And miracle happened. So, gotta put your trust in God.
I feel like a proud older brother, father. These two boys, been working with them since they're 12. We all have, and it's a pretty special moment.
Such a surreal moment. Felt exactly like as if I was getting drafted. Shows the love we have for each other. My heart was beating so quick, I could imagine how he was feeling.
Yeah, we've started from probably 4 years ago, so yeah, it's been a long journey, but worth every moment, and I'm so happy that we've both ended up on the AFL list.
The only difference is we're not in the same team, so that's the only difference. Yeah, we could be opposition one day.
Yeah, we're cool. Yeah, probably have to do a jersey swap or something.
I'll probably clothesline him if I see him. So. Nah, he's got somewhere to live in Perth at least. So.
Yeah, it's a bit sad. Probably seeing him more than my whole family this year. Yeah, it's sad, but we've both reached our dream, and yeah, I think this is the start of it.
Hopefully in 5 to 10 years' time, I'd hope to have started a family, hopefully be one of the most consistent players in an AFL, giving back to the people that supported me in my dream of playing AFL, and I'd love to give back to them. And I hope that my mum and dad are happy with how they've raised me.
I think being a role model for our younger community, we've got a couple boys next year, so yeah, I think just being a role model and even sticking with the Bachar Houli Foundation, giving back to them and trying to always give them what they need and being a part of it. So yeah, I think just being around the community, I think just giving back.
What's your first celebration?
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.